Thank you very much for listening to this presentation. This is a presentation for Digital Marketing Assignment 2, Part B, and the purpose of this presentation is to help Wycombe Wanderers Football Club maximize their social media presence, thus standing apart from the crowd within a football and social media standpoint. These projects are specifically designed to be implemented within the next couple of seasons, as the principles within this project are reasonable from a financial and structural standpoint. My name is Farad Habashi, and I'll be focusing on the campaign and the background behind it, and also micro and macro factors.
I'm Toby Akinsman. I'll be talking about the campaign suggestions for Wycombe Wanderers.
I, Scouse Nazaj, will be covering the race model and its correspondence, as well as affiliation with our desired project.
My name is President Akeem, and I'll be speaking about the audience we're targeting and also the benefits of email marketing.
We hope you enjoy this presentation. My name is Farad Habashi, and I'll be looking at the campaign idea and also setting the scene for our projects. First, we have to look at where Wycombe Wanderers Football Club are currently located. The name of their stadium is Adams Park, with a 9,500 capacity stadium, averaging 4,000 fans every weekend. Looking at the market share that they will gain from the area in which they reside in, they have a smaller market share due to their distance from the top leagues. Looking at the current social media they have, Twitter is currently their strongest form of social media, with 32,000 fans following them currently. Of course, objectives that Wycombe Wanderers want to uphold involve growing their Facebook page. However, email marketing is a good indication of where the club is right now. However, a negative side of their email marketing functions are that they only have a 20 to 25% open rate. This illustrates that there is much more room for improvement regarding email marketing as a whole. Competitors of Wycombe Wanderers Football Club come in the shape of teams who are trying to gain promotion and rise above the ranks within English football. However, from a digital standpoint, competitors also come within the shape of entertaining videos in which people decide to click on rather than Wycombe Wanderers content. An example of a club countering this would be striker Akinfenwa and his football club Wimbledon. Akinfenwa has a strong personality and has more subscribers than his actual football club AFC Wimbledon. However, rather than seeing this as a negative, both the player and the club are benefiting from exposure. Another example would be John Green, who promoted AFC Wimbledon so much that he now has his own stand within the stadium, as well as his logo being on the shorts of the team. An example of a player who Wycombe Wanderers could promote would be Luke O'Nien, as he has a flourishing personality that would do well on camera. Now moving on to macro and micro factors affecting the football club. Macro factors are very essential when looking at what Wycombe Wanderers can do as a football club, as they have to establish themselves as a digital disruption within the social media world. Certain external factors that will affect the club include what the club can produce on their YouTube channel, as well as obligations they have to regularly fill, with examples being them having to upload weekly goals and interviews. This would lead to a lack of creativity within their content production. Also, the amount the club receives for finishing in a certain position is not decided by the club, but the football league in which they reside in. Also, micro factors are very important for the club, as Porter's 5 forces illustrate this. Essential microeconomic factors include the amount of funds the club are willing to allocate for these projects. For example, the club has to decide whether to take money out of other projects or fund money for these particular projects that we will be establishing. Now we're going to look at the different projects that we wish to put forward. Now we're going to be looking at what the campaign entails. As previously touched upon, we see it as beneficial for Wycombe Wanderers Football Club to look at creativity and innovation regarding their YouTube channels and focus more on content production. In addition, we feel that Wycombe Wanderers should look at their social media outlets and focus them more to the current target audiences in which they are trying to reach. An example would be a follow fan project, in which we will touch upon later. Also, we see it as beneficial for the club to implement a season ticket Easter egg campaign to help the club create funds during the pre-season time period. And finally, we feel that email marketing should also be more thoroughly used, as the 20 to 25% open rate is currently not sufficient enough and has room for potential. Now we're going to introduce Toby Akintimehin looking at campaign suggestions.
I'm Toby Akintaman, and I'll be talking about the campaign suggestions for Wycombe Wanderers. As the club have about 25,000 people on their email database, the use of email marketing included with hidden incentives will help boost these figures. On Twitter, they have about 32,000 followers, and this is their most popular and demanding social media platform. They can use this to promote matchday activities, promote club ads, player and fan interactions, as this is their biggest social media platform. However, on Instagram, they have about 3.74k followers, and on match days, fans can be encouraged to use unique hashtags accompanied with the best photo picked up by Wycombe officials, which will be put in the next home game program. The next free bets could be put on the club's Twitter page, as this is, again, their most used social media platform. We are also looking at a YouTube revamp. They can make use of this by posting highlights of Q&As with players, matchday highlights on Twitter, Facebook, accompanied with a YouTube link at the end. As mobiles are the most commonly used technology device, the club can encourage fans via push notifications to follow the club on social media, with the chance of being followed back by a player in tandem with the Follow a Fan project we have in place. Also, another suggestion would be to use the impact of social media to get fans directly involved with players via live Q&As on Twitter and on Facebook. This will help boost the use of the club's social media, as fans will see it as an opportunity to speak to their favourite players. And a perfect example of this is what Arsenal Football Club do with their live Q&As on Twitter and on Facebook, interacting with their players and their managers, which gives fans a first-hand chance to see what the players get up to behind the scenes. With these suggestions, we believe that this will help boost the club's online reputation. And now, I'll be passing it on to Skelson, who will be talking about the race model.
As you are aware, the race model is divided into 4 sectors: reach, act, convert, engage. Primarily, the first approach is to acquire brand awareness. Secondly, the foundation base is marketing and promotion, capitalizing external websites and outlets. Instagram, Follow a Fan, which is our project. This stage is aimed at all fans who have potential to be more invested in the club from a social media standpoint. Every month, fans share pictures on the Instagram showing their devotion to the club, with the winning photo each month gaining a follow from a player, while the best photo of the season receives a follow from the entire team. As mentioned, the chosen outlet for the race mode is Instagram, which is not to say it is non-existent for Wycombe Wanderers. However, it could be better utilised, as for instance, Portsmouth FC use the app frequently, providing relevant information to fans. Some may argue and say, well, Portsmouth FC was once a Premier League club. However, it doesn't change the fact that they still utilise the app's potential. Now leaping over to the act stage of the reach model. When a plan has been established, such as Follow a Fan in our scenario, following this should be the pursuit of getting it achieved. Ways of pursuing this project would consist of 4 fundamental sections, one of which is to encourage fan participation, 2, media encouragement, and 3, informing the players of what's going to take place, and lastly, key figures at the club through short videos. All 4 features of pursuit are fundamental, as all carry a heavy weight of importance of exposing the idea of the project in order to foresee near success. As for instance, players have to expose the project through their own social media account. Now leaping over to the 3rd section of the race model, known as convert. The convert stage would more consist of the stage in which fans decide to enter the monthly competition, post Wycombe related pictures on their social media account, with the aim of it being noticed as a great picture. This crucial section requires adventurous individuals who have passion and desire in exploring in order to capture ideal relative pictures for the club. They could successfully promote the project locally, as the community is small and well informed regarding new evidence and projects from a physical and online standpoint. An example of this would be getting the word out through Buckinghamshire University. Once these 3 stages, reach, act and convert, have been successfully applied, it then leaves the final step being engage. Once again, it is important to stress that the race model is only successfully achieved if all 4 stages are carried out efficiently to maximize full effects. Lastly, the final stage of the race module would be engage. The process of engage is recognized as long-standing commitment. Developing long-term relationship as a result should also cause a long-term affiliation with the club. The end stage of engage would involve the phases of fans continuously being emotionally invested in the campaign, such as devoting their availability in formulating the voters for the project. The end result of the campaign would be to allow fans to have a visible connection with the players, of which is undeniable. In conclusion, to summarize, in fulfilling this procedure, it without no doubt would only make the club more recognized and therefore provide positive energy from in and outside the club. Now moving over, Presley would provide background to the desired target audience of the club.
Hi, my name is Presley Nakim, and I will be speaking about the audience that we are targeting, also the benefits of using the email marketing technique. Firstly, the audience that we will be targeting is social media users, aged between 16 and 24. This is preferably users who are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Twitter has been Wycombe Wanderers' most successful social platform network with over 30,000 followers, so that's doing very well. The stage that social media is currently at, it has never been more powerful or influential, so it's very vital that this is utilized to create a stronger bond with the fans and also with the players. However, not only are we targeting the 16 to 24-year-old social users, there also may be parents and other locals who are distant from the club due to financial reasons, and they can also be targeted. They could possibly have kids who could potentially become players or even lifelong fans, so it's important that they are introduced from a young age. Now, I'll be speaking about the benefits of email marketing and how Wycombe Wanderers can utilize this. Email marketing is a low cost effective marketing channel which is barely used due to lack of interest, but can turn out to be very essential if used accordingly. We will be targeting members of the Wycombe Wanderers website who have previously signed up or existing members. Upon registration, members have a chance and are given the option to receive special promotion and offers on email, and this is designed to involve the members in the Wycombe community and can also be used as propaganda to make the receiver purchase some merchandise. When email marketing is used accordingly, we will then be able to reach potential and existing customers in an organized and targeted way. Now, Farid will round off the presentation by talking about the desired outcome of our project that has been put forward.
As previously illustrated, each member of this group has demonstrated why each stage of these processes are relevant to the projects we've put forward, and why each stage is essential in carrying out successful digital marketing plans to increase their online brand and reputation. Now we're going to look at the desired outcomes of this digital marketing project and these projects that we've put forward. One would be boosting the awareness of the club on social media, which is essential for not just any football club but any company as a whole if it wants to be seen more and if they want their brand awareness to increase. Also, more exposure for the club. As shown with previous examples such as the YouTube links, any exposure for the club is good exposure, as the more eyes on the club, the more possible fans and financial contributors to the club there will be. Also, getting the fans more involved with players and the club via social media is also beneficial, because any good club or company needs good customer and fan engagement, as this helps both parties succeed and rise. Also, it shows that fans who are not there on match days what they could be a part of if they were to go to a match day and what they would be missing.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. We hope our ideas will be taken under consideration and that the information given in this presentation is seen as beneficial and helpful to the revamp of Wycombe Wanderers. If there are any questions, feel free to email us upon request. Thank you.